Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Friday, February 7th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Actually, before I jump into this one, I want to mention that this week, Wednesday, Thursday, we put out two stock picks every week. This week was Qualcomm and AST Satellite Systems, both of which are on the precipice of significant signals. We give the exact conditions in which to act. There's really no guesswork, and we expect at least 20% moves in either. One of them has a much more possibility than that. So check us out at wickedstocks.com. You'll see all this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. You'll also get our weekly Apple stock analysis, daily Triple Q, daily SPY, etc., etc. So 5 days for free. If you don't like what you see, you can bow out. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's move on to this weekly chart. Goes back over 5 years. And as I've been saying, we've got long-term support at 343.35 and resistance at 505.84. And if we were to test 343.35 in the coming week, 2 or 3, it could contain selling through the second quarter. And from there, we can round up nicely over the following 3 to 5 months or sooner to the 505.84 5-year channel top. It was kind of a near miss a month and a half, 2 months ago. But we could retest it or reapproach it, I should say, and 505.84 able to contain quarterly, possibly annual highs. Now, the question is, are we going to test 343.43 soon? And the answer comes with a settlement today. This is the daily chart below 368.94. Now, there have been a lot of slop on this 3-week channel bottom, but it is our signal for anticipating 343.35. The only problem, of course, is this channel bottom is descending and will over the next 2 weeks converge with 343.35 anyway. But in terms of playing the short side into next week, holding a short position through the weekend into later next week, that would come with a settlement below 368.94. Then yes, 343.35, that could be a 3 to 5 day move. Now, at one point, it was more like 2 to 3 weeks when we were about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, looking at the same, or a week ago, looking at the same structure. Anyway, if you're long now, if you bought 368.94 and you're holding, that's fine. I mean, I think as long as we close above it, we should, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, continue on up to 433.74. So as long as we do not close below this channel bottom, I guess there's two scenarios, right? Given the fact that this has dropped so far in the last couple of weeks, you're either buying 368.94 in anticipation of 433.75 within a 2 to 3 week period of time, or you're holding out for 343.35. And if we test 343.35, then yes, you have a new variation of this 433.74 channel top, and that would be considered kind of a 3 to 5 week target or sooner. So either way you look at it, either continue daily settlements above 368.94, we'll keep 433.74 in reach over the next 2 to 3 weeks, or if we happen to test 343.35 over the next week or so, within 3 to 5 weeks of doing so, we can round back up into the 430s, 433.74 within 3 to 5 weeks or sooner. Now, downside, if we happen to break or open today below 368.94, once again, this former channel top in the weekly chart at 355.59 is attainable, and that could contain a daily low. So that's a good day trade, obviously. Breaking 368.94 anticipates 355.59. And if we close below 368.94, expect over the next 3 to 5 days 343.35, where we can bottom out through the second quarter. And once tested, this is a good go long area, whether it's for 3 to 5 weeks up into the 430s, as already described, over the following 3 to 5 months into the low 500 region, as I'm describing right now. Let's talk upside now today. Holding above this 368.94 formation will keep 382.82 in reach today. So once again, you can buy 368.94 or stay long above 368.94, and 382.82 is a 4-day channel top that can contain intraday possibly daily buying pressures. If we happen to close today above 382.82, this underscores the possibility for meaningful gains above 368.94. In fact, holding above 368.94, I do think you can anticipate 403.85 by the end of next week. Once again, holding above this channel bottom at 368.94 will keep 403.85 in reach by the end of next week. And if we close today above 382.82 over the next 2 to 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week at the latest, 403.85 well suited to contain daily highs. So your 3 to 5 day swing trade is once again buying 368.94, anticipating 403.85. If we close above 403.85, you can jump in for another 3 to 5 day upside to 433.74, which is a more significant resistance area. This is a 1.5 month channel top now that may well, by that point in time, if tested over the next 2 or 3 weeks, contain buying well into March activity, and from there we can fall away. If over the next few weeks we can close above 433.74, then we continue to pull away to that 505.84 formation within another 3 to 5 weeks. Once again, 505.84 is your 5-year channel top that may contain buying into later year. Once again, for the day, 382.82 is a solid resistance area for day traders. You can short sell it. You can sell it if you're already long above 368.94. If we break 368.94, once again, we can fall to 355.59 today. But if we close below 368.94, expect 343.35 into next week within 3 to 5 days, where we could bottom out through the second quarter. I hope that all made sense. I am going to leave it at that for Friday's Tesla report. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Mondays. You have a great weekend.